morning, Stingrays. Today is December 15th, and for those that are celebrating it, you've got 10 days until Christmas, ladies and gentlemen, which means I got to do some shopping. I've really got to do some shopping. Yeah, luckily, we're right down the street from some great shops. But also, that means you have 6 days left till your winter break, so enjoy that. But before we get to that, we have one last section of Chapter 3 to get to before your test on Thursday and Friday. Just remember, you're getting all of the vocab, okay? I'm giving you all of the vocab, so like a little mini midterm type of thing. Yeah. But then also there's going to be an online component. It's going to be an online component. I'm going to be calling you for a one-on-one session, and I'm going to tell you, hey, can you graph these three for me? Graph these three inequalities for me. And then you're going to do it on a piece of paper, pen, marker, however you got to do it, show it to me, I'll record the grade, and I'll move on, okay? So I'm talking maybe 5 minutes a person, not even, hopefully no longer than 5 minutes per person. So when I solve these problems today, I'm also going to graph them. Because today we're doing, last section, two-step inequalities, okay? Not different mathematically than two-step equations. You do the same math, okay? You just got to pay attention for, if you're multiplying or dividing with a negative number. So let's start. Problem number 1. 2y plus 6 is greater than or equal to 10. I moved it forward, so that's why you guys are a little closer. You feel closer. Let's see. There you go. So 2y plus 10 plus 6 is greater than or equal to 10. In every two-step equation, okay, listen, I've asked this all week and you guys are still scaring me that you don't understand it. Mostly every two-step equation, you get rid of the addition or subtraction first. Okay, so let's get rid of the addition. Minus 6. That cancels that out. Do it over here, I get 4. I'm going to bring down what I didn't use yet. I have 2y, and I'm going to bring down my symbol. Greater than or equal to. Now I have a multiplication problem. I got rid of the addition or subtraction. I'm left with a multiplication problem. Remember, if the number is right next to the variable, okay? If the coefficient, the number, is right next to the variable, it's an indication of multiplication. So what's the opposite of multiplication? What undoes multiplication? Division. Divide both sides by 2. Divide both sides by 2. And the answer for this one is y is greater than or equal to 2. Now you're saying, I didn't double check. I didn't double check. Did I divide with a negative number? No. So if you divide with a positive number, you keep it. Y is greater than or equal to 2. Let me graph it over here for you. Now when I say graph, I don't want 1,000 dashes. I just want one. One dash with the number that it represents, and then arrows going both ways. Okay? Open or close circle. Okay, open or close circle. If it's a nice open alligator, it's a nice open circle. This is not a nice big open alligator. It's got the equal sign, which means it's going to be equal to, which means it's closed. Now the arrow here does indicate what direction the arrow should go. So I'm going to darken to the right of the graph. So I have just graphed this two-step inequality. Okay, I've got 2 more for you. So you know how it goes. Okay, we're back. Problem number 2, 2 of 3. I've got d over 2 minus 2 is greater than 2. So, just like I said before, most two-step equations, you want to get rid of the addition or subtraction first. In this case, it's giving me subtraction. Okay? So I'm going to add 2 to get rid of it. Add 2 to get rid of it. And do a d over 2 is greater than 2 plus 2 is 4. If you see the fraction bar, if you see fractions in general, it's an indication of division. So what undoes division? What's the opposite of division? Multiplication. Multiply both sides by 2. And I get d is greater than 4 times 2, 8. So d is every number greater than 8. Let's graph it. Okay. I just want a line. 2 arrows coming off the sides. Do I have a nice big open mouth? Do I have a nice big open alligator mouth? Yes. Nice big open alligator mouth. Nice big open circle. Okay? Now the arrow, once again the arrow tells me what direction to shade from the dot. So once again I'm shading to the right. And that is, sorry I didn't put my number, that would have been a point off. That is D is greater than 8. Okay? Can't be 8, but it is everything greater than 8, including like 8.01. That is technically greater than 8. Boom, we're back. Okay? This is a bit harder. Good, that's what I'm looking for. Okay? I'm going to give you some hard ones on the test. It's going to happen. Be ready, guys. Be ready. I'm not going to give you a study guide. Okay? Review the one from chapter 2 because it's the same mathematically. It's the same mathematically. All right, any two-step equation, you get rid of what first? The addition or subtraction. Is this subtraction? No. Careful. This indicates what 2f is. 2f is negative. This is your addition or subtraction. It's a positive 18. Okay? I get rid of positive 18 by subtracting 18. Subtract 18. 3 minus 18. Ooh, that could be hard, couldn't it? It could be difficult. Well, let's do some of those beginning tricks we learned. Let's take the value of both. Let's take the absolute value of both. Subtract it. I get 15. Now, from my original answer, the bigger number was negative, so the answer is going to be negative. 3 minus 18, negative 15. Bring down my sign. Bring down what I didn't use yet, which is negative 2f. Here we go. I've got negative 15 is greater than negative 2f. Okay, they're sandwiched together. That's a variable and a coefficient, and that's an indication of multiplication. Indication, multiplication. Opposite of multiplication, division. So I'm going to divide by negative 2. What did I do? What did I do? You know what? What did I do? Man, let's do this. Let's switch that to 17 so that the math works out a lot easier. Becomes 14. Just to make the math easier. Thanks. Okay, so I'm going to divide by negative 2. Negative 14 divided by negative 2. A negative divided by a negative. A negative and negative, a negative and a negative are going to come together, make a positive. Okay? So 14 divided by 2 is a positive 7. Okay, I'll bring down my sign. Did I divide? I almost said it wrong. Did I divide with a negative number? I divided with negative 2. I divided with negative 2. Yes. So the answer, the sign, needs to be flipped. It's also, I'm glad I did it this way, it's also written backwards. So I'm going to write it correctly. And I'm going to say that f is greater than 7. Okay, f is greater than 7. So let me draw that out now. There's the beginning part of my graph. I have a nice big open alligator mouth. And once again, the arrow points to the right. All my graphs went the same way. So don't be afraid that, when you're taking the test, maybe I'll do the same thing. Okay? All right, that was long enough. I'm going to dice. Don't forget, subscribe. Subscribe. Yeah, like and subscribe.